Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with the Horse Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
All right. Mando dropped a new TV spot. 15 to 20 seconds. It was phenomenal and stuff. It didn't really have much in the way of new footage. It had like 2 new shots, but it was still interesting nonetheless. We did see that there's definitely more of those cave creatures than originally believed, and we saw Grogu push one out in like trailers.
Yeah.
And now we saw a bunch of them like ambushing Mando and Son.
Mando and Son. That's what they should call it. Just rename the thing.
The Mandalorian
and Son.
But I'm curious what the origin of those cave creatures are, because they look to be more humanoid-ish and sentient, possibly.
To a degree, yeah. Kind of the sentient, but not like fully... Kind of like cavemen kind of thing,
Let's
right?
put a crazy theory out there. Those are Mandalorians who got trapped when the planet got glassed, and they're mutants.
You're trying to steal my theory now, because that's what I said when I saw them. I'm like, what if they're like Mandalorians who are like mutated or something weird?
We have no idea what these creatures are. No. Or if they're just a creature native to Mandalore that we've never seen really before. They could
definitely just be native creatures or something, or mutated Mandalorians.
Yeah, or another alien culture there to steal something from the cave. They could literally just be another alien race. I mean, Wookiees don't wear clothes. Just saying.
Why do we gotta go there?
Just put that out there. Could just be another one of those creatures that doesn't really do the clothes thing.
Clothing tends to be the sign of intelligence, doesn't it? When you start putting something over the parts.
Doesn't wear much?
But no, I mean, in general, I think it's implied if you cover up something, you're intelligent? I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, your species. Not that every individual of your species is going to cover up, but, you know.
Wookiees don't.
No, Wookiees don't.
But
they're
smart.
They're highly intelligent. So the rule doesn't always work or apply. But I'm just saying.
Exactly.
It tends to, like, if it's a creature running around naked, usually it's not very smart.
There's also an interesting line that Bo-Katan says. She says, "There's nothing left, go home." This line comes after hearing Mando say he was going to Mandalore. I don't think that those two lines are connected.
Probably not directly, but maybe could work-ish.
Well, what's interesting is when you see the new scene of her in the throne room, she's actually saying the words, "There's nothing left," before it cuts away and she says, "Go home." So her mouth movements...
Clever editing.
No.
Yeah. I'm just saying trailers are a lot of time clever editing.
100% connected. I think at one time, he is going to say the line, "I'm going to Mandalore." He's probably going to say that like 3 or 4 times. Everyone who asks, "I'm going to Mandalore."
Where are you going?
But what is she telling him? What is she talking about? Is she maybe telling him there's nothing left, go home because the waters he needs to bathe in are gone?
Could be.
That she maybe knows that there's just nothing there anymore?
Or does she mean Mandalore itself?
Or is she telling him that he can't reunite Mandalore? That he can't bring these people together? There's nothing left.
Yeah,
their culture is
that's what
broken
she's
and
kind of
scattered.
trying to do, right, though? She's even said that's...
Maybe she's feeling kind of hopeless. I mean, there's nothing left.
She might be feeling hopeless after the whole Darksaber incident, where...
She doesn't look like she's in a great mood when she's talking to him, so...
She never looks like she's in a great mood.
I'm just saying,
generally a scowl on the face of Bo-Katan.
Who knows? Like I said, it's a short clip, but it does leave us with a few things to think on.
Yeah. I think we'll see all of that pretty early in the season, too.
I know, they're not going to show us everything from the last chapter.
The huge chunk of what we're seeing is going to be in like the first episode or two. I think there's a lot of mystery and a lot of bigger stuff. I mean, they keep talking about how big the season's going to be and we're up in the stakes.
In 1 week, we'll be just counting down the hours.
That's right.
It's going to be exciting. We did also get a few new tidbits on Grogu's name. We were told in Chapter 13 the character's name when Ahsoka read it through the Force, and Favreau explained how he used this moment to further explore the rules of Force using.
Ooh. Rules or possibilities?
He said, "It was a fun opportunity to add more dimension and history to the character, having somebody Force-sensitive actually read the name from him, and also explaining why he was able to do what he did, and making sure that the rules around the Force were consistent with what George had originally conceived."
Huh? Consistent with what George did?
Why would we do that?
What kind of madness is this?
Craziness.
You just do what you want. Just make it up as you go.
Rick Famuyiwa, the executive producer on Season 3, who also directed 2 other episodes throughout Mandalorian, explained that he, much like many people in the audience, were slightly confused when they heard the name, but it grows on you. I remember when we heard it.
Grogu's on you? Oh, God, I'm terrible.
I remember when we heard it the first time, I was like, that's his name?
I know. I was like, really?
I thought it would start with a Y at least.
Yeah, don't all Yodas start with a Y?
Yoda Yaddle.
Yeah.
And Yogu.
Yogu. Oh, I like that. It sounds too much like yogurt, but...
Oh. What Rick said is, John said he was going to name him, and I was like, all right, what's his name? He said Grogu. And I was like,
but why?
Okay. It didn't
No, his
roll
real
off
name.
the tongue. It wasn't quite what I thought it would be. I'm not even quite sure where it came from. I still don't know. At the time, I was like, it's different. That's the way you say it without saying it. But after a while, it grew on me.
Yeah, I think it's grown on me as well.
It's grown on everybody.
Yeah, I mean, he
Who's
was
still calling him
baby
Baby
Yoda,
Yoda
for the longest time.
They had to get rid of that, honestly.
Yeah,
They
even
couldn't
though
let us keep calling him that forever, even though they really tried to make him be called the child.
Yeah, the show wanted you. I mean, I think Disney quote unquote wanted you to call him the child. That's what they were hoping would stick. But no, Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. That's
and then it's
what
like
stuck.
his name is Grogu.
We're like,
It's
no,
like, what?
his
That just
name's-
doesn't. No, I reject that. I don't
Reject it.
I don't think any name would have been like immediately like, oh, that's the perfect name for him. It's just one of those things we got so used to him being Baby Yoda that pretty much any name they come up with is going to be a little disappointing or feel off.
There's still a lot unclear about the character, but an interesting question was brought up about whether or not he's a clone of Yoda. Favreau clarified
No.
that it's not the case.
Yeah.
Kind of teasing that the new season might continue to explore the concept of cloning. He said, "We knew it wasn't Yoda. Anybody who knows the time frame, 5 years after Return of the Jedi, knows that it can't be him. Is it a clone? There's a lot of cloning going on, but he's his own person with his own history."
There's a lot of cloning going
There's
on.
Well, right. Well,
I like that
what
line
other
for some
clone
reason.
things are going on?
Yeah, what do you mean
Well,
there's a
I
lot
know.
of cloning going on?
You know,
mean-
Dr. Pershing's been doing some mad experiments with Grogu's blood and a volunteer.
Yeah.
But
Do
we
you think
don't
he's a
exactly
forced
know what
volunteer
it
or an
is.
actual volunteer?
I don't know. The fact that he's even concerned about his life makes me think maybe he's not a forced volunteer.
True.
It is interesting. We have to see where the story is going. There's so many questions going into the season. I know we're going to have a big video coming up about questions and speculation
Yeah.
and all that jazz coming up
How
right
much can
beforehand.
how much can we be wrong about? Yeah, that's what we'll title that one.
I don't want to title it that. That sounds horrible.
Joking.
All right, let's move on to the next story before you keep being
What?
weird. Rosario Dawson on a possible fall release for Ahsoka.
Did she missay summer?
Did she missay? I hope so. I mean, we've known for some time now Ahsoka is coming this year. Little else is known about the exact when. Skeleton Crew is also coming this year because it was in their 2023
Yeah.
reel and everything.
We promise it's coming this year.
So
Wink.
we've kind of had the assumption it was going to be summer for Ahsoka, fall, early winter for Skeleton Crew.
Well, fall a lot of times means like September. It doesn't.
Fall is like
you know,
September through November. And then
Yeah,
once you hit December, we're at winter.
yeah. So I could see like September Ahsoka and like
No,
Christmassy.
I still want July Ahsoka.
Well, yeah. So do I. I mean, I'll take.
June Ahsoka. I could take June
I was
Ahsoka.
just gonna say, why not like May Ahsoka? As soon as Mando's done, let's go.
Hey, you're gonna crowd,
Oh, yeah.
Vision season 2, and I don't.
Yeah.
I want
They're
to feel.
hey, Mando's crowding the Bad Batch. I mean, not
Mando
only
needs-
crowding that, it's like stealing his thunder.
Well,
Or
she
their
Hulk
thunder.
crowded Andor.
What did?
She was tweaking her booty at Andor, and I didn't
What?
like it. She
How
Hulk
do you even like say that?
because they did it.
Yeah,
So,
but it didn't like, matter.
Did it? Didn't it? Well, in an interview with Today, Rosario Dawson believes that the upcoming Star Wars Ahsoka will come out on the fall. She said, Ahsoka, yeah, that's probably going to come out in the fall. We're going to have Haunted Mansion come out in August first. And I just did some beautiful Disney Plus commercial voiceover. And I'm like, have I become a Disney princess?
Ahsoka's not a princess.
Well, maybe whatever character she's playing in Haunted Mansion is.
Oh.
I don't know. She's playing somebody in Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion actually has now taken the spot of where the Marvels was because the Marvels got pushed back
Yeah.
to November. So that's going to be my birthday gift this year is going
Some
to
birthday
see the
gift.
Marvels. Whatever. You haven't taken me to see Ant-Man yet.
No, we haven't seen it. I gotta be honest. Like, it's just not super excited to see Ant-Man. And even before I heard some of the reviews saying it's not the greatest.
Hey. I haven't read those because I wanted to go into it pure. So stop
I think
ruining
this is
it.
the first time ever that we haven't seen a Marvel movie opening weekend.
Because there was a snowstorm and we couldn't leave.
Well, that was part of it, but
Mm-hmm.
I think snow doesn't stop me from going to see some movies, but it stopped me from seeing Ant-Man, if you know what I mean.
Ugh.
Not that I don't like Ant-Man, the character of the previous movies, but I think I'm just
You know,
kinda,
but if there's one thing we have
just
learned
thrilled.
in the past year and a half even of Star Wars news coverage, it's never trust actors. particularly Rosario Dawson and Tamora Morrison. They're liars.
When did Rosario lie?
Remember when Tamora Morrison hinted we'd be seeing Ewoks in the Book of Boba Fett?
I thankfully do not remember that.
Yeah, or when he said we'd be getting flashbacks to Empire Strikes Back in the show?
I do remember that one, because
Yeah,
that was exciting.
We got flashbacks, but not to Empire.
No. We didn't even get flashbacks to Attack of the Clones. That was about it, though.
Remember when Rosario Dawson shared on social media an article saying that Mina Massoud would be cast as Ezra Bridger?
I don't remember that either.
Yeah.
So many rumors around
but
Ezra.
That's something we know is not true. That's not who's playing Ezra. So she tweeted out an article saying the wrong person got the job.
That's rough.
Yeah. It's not the first time an actor has incorrectly stated the release window of an upcoming project. In April 2022, Giancarlo Esposito said in a similar interview, we'd be getting Mando Season 3 in the summer, when filming had just wrapped a few days earlier. He said in 2022, hey, we're going to have it out this summer.
we got
no.
Marvel's CGI team in here. They work over 24 hours a day, so they'll crank that out for us.
Maybe they're just keeping it a secret so we can all freak out at Celebration when we know for sure when they release that first trailer. And they're like, boom, look, it's coming now.
Tomorrow.
I'm just saying, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt that, maybe it was a slip of the tongue. They haven't said anything for sure, so I'm not going to freak out quite yet. Well, I just don't want it to be pushed back at all. In my head. In my head, it's coming out in July.
They never gave us an actual release date, so it can't be technically pushed back.
Well, I want in July or maybe early August.
Well, yeah, I would
latest,
like July and then like September.
Or October or November.
Yeah, like July for Ahsoka, September, October for Skeleton Crew, and then I guess Andor Season 2 next summer.
But could she be right? I mean, she talked about Haunted Mansion in that window, which could mean that because they're putting that out in the very end of July to fill the gap left by the Marvels. And then she would be on press tour then beforehand where everyone would ask about Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Which would hype up the show leading into it.
Makes sense.
So maybe it's accurate. I mean, they're both Disney Studios projects, so I mean, if they go out and she's doing press tours for Haunted Mansion, she's going to get asked about Ahsoka, which is something Disney usually likes. But they don't need her to be in something else to promote something. They'll just schedule her interviews places to talk about.
Well, sure. Well, they're still going to do that one way or the other. Yeah,
either way. But fall seems like a broad window. If it's not the very beginning of September, I'll be upset.
Well, prepare to be upset.
No,
I think it's September. You're going to see it be September.
I don't want it to be that long, though, from Mando to Ahsoka.
It's not that long.
It feels like an eternity.
Mando's going to wrap up end of April, so you got May, June, July, August. Yeah, okay, it's a pretty long time.
That's why I said I wanted it July or August.
I'd rather wait a few more months and get some quality. I'll take quality over quantity any day.
Okay, but then what happens to Skeleton Crew? It's supposed to come out this year.
That's what they said. That's probably not going to be the reality. Probably early next year.
I'm tired of them.
They kind of like that January window, like that January-February window. I don't know why they love that window.
They like it because it's Christmas and they think people are home and all going to sit around watching their show.
You mean after Christmas?
Yeah, right.
They've been reluctant to do anything before Christmas since, well, I think Mando Season 2 was Christmas time, actually. So maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, they could just make it overlap with some Marvel project. I'm fine with that. I mean, they did it with Andor and She-Hulk.
But Andor, if there were two things that have ever been on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, it is Andor and She-Hulk.
But either way, we're going to get a definitive news, most likely, for a release date during Star Wars Celebration, where the first trailer for the series is also very likely to debut.
I thought they said it was debuting.
I think that they kind of guaranteed it in the Hollywood Reporter. Oh, the Hollywood Reporter guaranteed that we're going to get a movie announcement at Celebration.
Oh.
We're just all assuming we are definitely getting a trailer.
Does the movie announcement mean confirming one of their previous announcements, though?
Possibly.
Probably. Yeah.
But they need to confirm and maybe set something in
Give us a title and give us some... title
it's Star Wars and the Dial of Destiny.
Oh, God. No. Just no. Unless it's Han Solo and the Dial of Destiny.
No. If I think he's a little old to be playing action-packed Indiana Jones, he's definitely a little old to be playing action-packed Han Solo.
Yeah.
I'll take Alden Ehrenreich back.
Ooh. Bold words.
Make Solo 2 happen.
Bolder words.
Bold.
They're never going to do Solo 2.
And someday get back to Lando?
Yeah. I always forget about Lando. I mean,
they want you to forget.
I didn't hate Solo. I like Solo. It's not like
Solo's
amazing.
been
It's not
warming
like
on
a.
people these days.
It's not amazing. I like it. It's enjoyable, but I don't think it's ever gonna come back. I think that's it's done. But anyway, that's all we got for you this time. So take to the comments below and tell us what you think of any and all of today's news. What do you think about Ahsoka potentially being pushed back? I guess it's a pushback. We didn't get an official release date anyway.
What do you think about what Bo-Katan said?
Yeah, what do you think she means about there's nothing here? Does she mean Mandalore itself, or is she talking about the pools? Is she talking about lunch? That you were late
Sorry,
for lunch.
Mando. You're late for lunch. There's nothing here. Go home.
And
I
there's
hope
our keyword, because we like throwing our little keywords at the end of the video. So if you made it this far, just tell us you were late for lunch. That's all you have to say.
Or tell us what's not
Oh yeah,
there.
or you can actually respond to the video itself instead of just. But either way, leave your comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And hold on.
No, I want the keyword to be them telling us that what's not left. She says there's nothing left. Go home.
Okay, so now we're gonna play.
Tell us what's not there.
Okay. Okay.
What
So
is
if you
not
made
there,
it this far, now
there's
you're gonna.
nothing left. Go home.
What's not left on Mandalore?
What's not left? Go home. But what's not left?
Okay. So I don't remember where I was, but leave your comments below. Talk Star Wars. Thanks for watching.